Hey everyone, it's Matt Moran. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to give a report card for my performance on Saturday. On Saturday I performed out for the first time since 2019. It's been a long time. And so just a farmer's market gig, kind of low key, low pressure. After I'd done the gig the day after, so let's start with this. I told my girlfriend, I said, I think I give myself a B minus, and she came back to me and said, I think you should give yourself a C. And, uh, I thought about it, and she's actually correct. We talked a little bit about our goals and objectives, and I said, if I'm looking to get back to professional performing level, getting out and starting to tour again and continuing to make music, I have to be honest about my assessment. So that's the first thing. Yes, it might be true that I have the meanest girlfriend ever, but beyond that, she was also correct. So that's what's important. I'm going to talk about what I'm assessing and basing that on, and what my goals are and why that's important. And if you're a performer or an artist of some type, giving yourself an assessment that is honest, even if it feels a little bit heavy, is a good thing. It's a good thing as long as it's not the kind of thing that's going to crush you and make you give up, which I'm nowhere near that. I know what I'm capable of, so I'm very comfortable with where I can go with it, and also with the improvement I want to make. I'm not confused about that. I know the level I've performed at before, and I know where we want to go. So why the C performance, or why the C assessment? So the first thing is, I was playing a farmer's market, very low key. As a matter of fact, the farmer's market is just trying to get its footing back because it was closed down for over a year. And so, when I reached out to them and we had a conversation, they said, look, we give a little bit of money, you have a chance to make tips, but we're just trying to grow this again. So we really appreciate you willing to come out. And, they wanted me to play for about 4 hours, 3.5 hours, which is way longer than I want to play. But it was a chance for me to kind of shake the dust off, get my sea legs back. And so from that standpoint, I had some objectives I wanted to achieve, which was just get back out, play some songs, have some fun. Now, with that being said, I fully knew that over the last year I've worked a lot more on my production skills, but I haven't done any consistent playing through a broad set of songs. And so when you record, you'll work on one song for a period of time, to the point that you get sick of it. But you don't work on all the material that you're going to be using in a set. So that led me to know that there were some songs I'm not sure about the lyrics. I've got to go back and just be smooth on these. And so what went well, let's first talk about what was great. The songs that I did do well, let's say 75 to 80% of them, they sounded solid. My voice sounded good. My playing was effective enough to convey the song well. I can tell you behind the scenes, I wasn't nearly as comfortable as the songs may have come out. I mean, I've played them plenty of times, so I'm, comfortable with them, but I can tell you that, just from an overall kind of rhythmic smoothness, I didn't feel nearly as comfortable as I should feel. But then there was that 20%. First of all, there were at least 2 songs where I just stopped them because I forgot the lyrics. Look, I've seen professionals forget lyrics. That's not awful. You can muddle through a section and get through, because sometimes it'll just, leave your mind for any reason. You could have practiced the song a bunch of times and it'll still do that. So that's okay. And that happened a couple times. But it shouldn't happen 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and you shouldn't have it where you just stop 2 songs completely and just go in a whole different direction. So if I'm honest with myself and I want to be effective, good in my playing, add some embellishments that sound like your stuff and you're professional, then I didn't meet that objective. And if my goal is to be above average, and a B, even a B minus is considered above average, then I honestly can't assess myself there. I was average, and in some things below average. Maybe it should be a C minus. I don't know. That hurts my heart, but it's not an unrealistic grade, right? So what went well is those 80% of the songs that I got through that felt solid. What went really poorly is this 20% where I forgot lyrics, I didn't feel smooth in my playing, I had some chord changes where I missed the chords, just because I went to the wrong chord, because I'm like, God, I haven't played this in so long, and but that's good. And here's why. Going forward, I have a plan, I have an objective, and that's going to really involve 30 minutes of practice on my songs, not the songs I'm recording, that's different. 30 minutes a day where I've got to just go through a set of songs or 2 or 3 songs to work through them and make them solid again. I've been asked to play, so this is the cool part. I've been asked to play. They want me to play every single month there. Actually, what was really cool is several vendors came up and said, "We'd like you back. We want you back." And part of it is I'm very respectful and support the vendors and promote the vendors and what they're doing, and try and get to know them and let them know, hey, if I'm too loud, you can't have conversations at your booth, just let me know. Just hey, can you turn it down a bit? Because I'm here to support the overall feel of the market. I'm not there to become the central theme of the market. That's just the way it is. That's that kind of gig. It's not my show. I'm just part of the community there, and I need to be respectful of that. So it was really cool to have them come and say they wanted me to perform, and the person who ran the market approached me at the end and said, "Oh my gosh, we want you back. They're so happy." So I know sometimes they get some performers who don't adhere to this philosophy. There have been problems in the past. In every farmer market I've ever played, there's kind of open air places. There's a problem with that. So in that regard, great success. But overall, my objective going forward is to practice 30 minutes a day so I get that stuff done. Now, the other thing that was cool, and this kind of relates to my focus on YouTube. Deb created a postcard, and it looks cool. It's an older picture of me, but a picture on the front, my website, and then on the back, we have a little note I write to people to basically ask them to join my YouTube channel if they're interested, if they like what they heard. And it has a QR code. You scan it, it takes right to my channel so people can subscribe. So that was our little marketing piece. And the cool thing is we gained 5 subscribers. I understand 5 subscribers is in the world of YouTube and Mr. Beast and Rick Beato. 5 subscribers is nothing, but 5 subscribers is important to me. Every subscriber is. And so we're just happy that the cards seem to be an effective conduit to get people to do that. So that was hugely successful. Let me go back to another thing that wasn't successful on the gig is I wanted to include harmonica on 4 songs. And I just really didn't get a chance to work out what I was doing on harmonica. I'm literally learning. I played harmonica 30 years ago, a little bit. So I'm not ready to break these out and perform with the harmonica and the harmonica holder, right? I just wasn't ready for that. And I had set a goal for myself to have 4 songs that I would include harmonica on. So our goal is, once again, pushing it back to January. We want to have at least 4 songs where we can include harmonica in those songs when we play in January. So that's kind of my assessment, and what that means for me is there's work to do, and we're excited about that work. We're excited about continuing to work on YouTube videos and grow our channel. We're excited about live performances for 2022, and we're actually excited about the work we're going to do to get ready to get an above average grade. My goal is I want to be solid B or above. That's my self-assessment. I want my girlfriend to think that, right? That when I perform in January, that she goes, that was good. That was above average. That's what we're shooting for. So if you're a performer or songwriter and you're looking at how you assess yourself, try and assess it realistically and harshly enough, or honestly enough, brutally honestly enough, that you have an objective to shoot for. That's something that you can aim for as your place of improvement. For me, it's the overall fluidity of my guitar playing. It's adding some harmonica, and it's remembering my lyrics. I'm going to do another video right after this where I talk about, or actually select 3 songs that I'm working on writing in December. I reached out to a group of people, on Facebook, on email. I reached out to some people and said, give me some song ideas. Not because I'm lacking ideas. I just wanted to force myself to write to someone else's theme or topic. And so I'm going to do a video where I select those 3 songs or the 3 topic ideas, and then we're going to get about the business of writing those. So thanks for tuning in. If you haven't done so, consider leaving a comment if you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so, listen to some of the music here. I'd really appreciate that, and some feedback. And share the channel, subscribe, comment, like, all that fun stuff. We appreciate you tuning in. Thanks.